Making, so come give me a hug again. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady aftermath.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? It's about that time now. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out left to Dotson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down the sideline he goes. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 48 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Barkley into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Hey, 73, 72.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throws right back to London, complete again. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jamal Agnew, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Coup able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, there's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game. So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Great, set. 180, 180. Silver, set. Go Silver, ready?
These two teams all tied after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
taken down up near the 47.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down and 4. That's out quickly to London. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. To the air, Penix. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Barkley inside handover. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the... officials, turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going. Backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go now. Go.
And caught by London. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll audible to something else. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready? Crack all 80.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now motion left with Mooney. From the shotgun, it's Penix. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Second and 7.
Great, set. 180.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, the second touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll throw with Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Eagles 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And an Eagles 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this a very important drive leading to the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. He's got the hook up to McLeod. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. A pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I like it. And I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. On the give, here's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Now Penix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Tackle just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10. And they're on 24-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here comes second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and do this himself. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be.